Welcome to Gravity Trampoline Park presents B2 Fighting Series Colosseum Combat 52. Here at the Kokomo Event Center, we are ready for the first bout on the professional card. This bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Fighting out of the First Farmer's red corner, he is trained in boxing and Muay Thai. Representing Rising Phoenix Edge Body in the Grind Fitness, weighing in at 153.9 pounds, with an undefeated record of 1 win and 0 losses. From Evansville, Indiana, Heartless Markus Hall!
All right, Markus Hall.
His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the B2 blue corner, is trained in Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, representing Circle City Martial Arts and Fitness, sponsored by E&E Marble, Granite, Cox Cars, and Mesmopherfic Massage, weighing in at 155.2 with a record of 1 win and 2 losses. From Indianapolis, Jonathan Coutinho Griffin! Trent Genosa, your referee.
Had a pretty good stare down going on.
Intense stare down from both fighters. Start our pro card here for Gravity Trampoline Park presents Colosseum Combat 52. We are underway.
You can tell right away the big reach advantage that Jonathan has.
Good combos. Markus grabbing up the leg there. The clinch up, pushing Jonathan against the cage.
Jonathan has to do a better job of kind of leaning forward. There he's trying to do a little bit. He doesn't want to be flat back against that cage. That's where you just take the full pressure and kind of wears you out a little bit.
Jonathan really long, able to clasp his hands behind Markus, really control him and just turn him around.
I'd like to see that right knee to the face right now. He's able to just get that pressure with that leverage. Sure, you've known going with some tall, lanky guys are very difficult to deal with.
Lanky guys are the worst.
When they have that leverage and they know how to use it.
Exactly.
He's continuing to try to pull that leg out to get like an easy kind of trip is what it looks like he's trying to get.
Yep.
At this point, he has the ability right now to get a clean break. I'd like to see that him get away and start going back with more striking. He's got that length. He wants to use that advantage.
Really digging hard for that leg hook takedown.
And see now, he had the ability to get the clean break, and he did not.
Fighting for that leg trip. Markus good, defending off that sweep or trip, getting back to his feet. Yeah, still pressed against the cage. There's that break off.
Yeah, but like I said, he could get away and actually keep us on his feet a little bit. He's staying in tight. That was a good knee.
A groin shot. I'd like to see him separate and use a little bit of that length.
That's what we're trying to say here. So this might be a good thing. We'll see. He was able to get a break in that way. Of course, you don't want to get warned by the referee and do that. And anytime you're in close like that and trying to throw knees, that's a possibility.
For sure.
Once again, you can tell the difference now. We have 3 minutes left in this round. This is a difference between professional and amateur. Huge difference.
That extra 2 minutes is a lot. Long punches. Both fighters kind of filling each other out. Jonathan working that front kick to the knee there. Ooh, hard left. As Markus threw that leg kick there. Ooh, some big punches from Markus. These guys are swinging for the fences. Back to the tie-up. Jonathan's got double unders right now with all that length.
Kind of suck him up with that.
There's that leg hook takedown, body fold. Jonathan looking to hang on. Markus back to his feet, doing a good job of getting back up.
Another knee to the groin. Jeez,
super emotional here with the corners and the crowd.
And it looks like Markus said no, hit him in the stomach.
He shook it off. Honest guy said, let's go.
Good left hand, jeez. But every time Jonathan lands a good punch, he's right there to get punched again. He's like looking at his work. Look what I did. And Markus hits him with a good left hand right afterwards.
90 seconds, John, 90 seconds.
It's almost like Jonathan Griffin is amazed himself that he landed that punch. He needs to come back with the combo. Follow with, it's that second.
Ooh, there was that knee to the head.
Nice. This is a
Markus
scrap.
just swinging. He's not even looking where he's throwing. He's just throwing. Wow, look at the tie plum with the knees.
I'd be careful throwing those knees into the body.
Back to the groin.
If he does one more, I'm seeing a point come.
I agree.
And if I'm his corner, I'm saying do not throw any of those knees anymore. Throw them to the head. He did a good job with that tie.
There it is. There it is. There's the knee.
Yeah,
Yo.
right. Just missed.
Ooh, hard uppercut.
Wow. And this is a lot of action for one round.
No kidding. Back and forth. 5 minutes of nonstop punching and cage work.
He's got to be careful with those knees.
Keep it up, John. 30 seconds, John.
Both fighters are going to leave it all in the cage in the first round.
First round, exactly.
Everything right in the center of the cage. Back to the tie plunge. Jonathan's.
Wow.
We got 2 more rounds of this, Chris.
That seems.
Oh, man. Holy cow. What a first pro fight.
Wow. How many punches were landed? There's more punches landed in that round than a lot of.
I don't want to be the guy with the
fights.
punch counter, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
10, 12. And so many of those were landing. That uppercut was nasty right there.
So I say that the second round is going to be who can recover the quickest.
Mike Davis joining us back. Mike, what did you think of that first round?
Man, that thing was a burner.
Wow.
I mean, what we were just talking about, how is it possible they're going to have two more rounds like that? They were just landing everything, throwing the kitchen sink. It was a great first round.
So like you've been saying all night, Mike, you know what we're looking at now coming into the second round. Who can recover with that breathing that you've been talking about?
Man, I mean, there honestly should be a seminar on cornering people. Yep.
Yeah.
You see right now, Markus standing in the cage, hopping around.
Phenomenal night of fights, man, from beginning to end.
Oh, yeah. Not only you talk about learning how to corner, but coaching. I mean, because this is all about, in my opinion, you have to be doing your sprints, your cardio, and having a 1 minute break in between rounds and going back and running more sprints. Because that's how a fight is. You're breaking, you're taking a rest, you're going hard. You're taking a break, you're going hard. Tabatas.
If I'm Griffin, I'm going to be real careful with those knees. I mean, he was real successful with them.
Ooh, hard right hand.
Exactly what we
Man, Markus Hall's landing a lot of those punches.
I can't believe it didn't get knocked down there.
Jonathan Griffin kept coming forward. He ends up on back.
Well, Jonathan Griffin's issue is that he's coming in with his chin up and he's throwing real wild.
I agree.
And Hall is also throwing wild, but he's a little more accurate. And if you look at Jonathan Griffin, I think he might be closing his eyes sometimes too when he's mid.
Markus Hall was closing his eyes too. He was looking away.
Yeah.
So
They're both just
swinging
for the fences.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Essentially, it becomes a coin toss.
See a cut opening up here on the head of Jonathan Griffin.
He got caught with some really good punches right there, and that's the result.
Yeah, Slater's done a great job tonight matching these guys up.
You're not kidding.
We're in the pro card now, so you're seeing some hard elbows. Oh, triangle. Markus Hall stands up immediately out of that triangle. He recognized that and stood out.
A lot of power with that.
Pretty good cut on the left side of the face. Jonathan Griffin.
Jonathan Griffin's got to keep his chin down, and he's got to keep his hands up.
He's just standing there with his head in one spot. He's going to eat one of them hands.
Another problem is he has the length. He stands right in punching range. He needs to stand where he can hit and not get hit.
Yeah,
He can do that with his length.
You know, Chris, I think I'd also recommend maybe taking his hands off his body. You know, close the distance with the hands. You're going to lose a little bit of power, but you close the distance with your hands.
He's eating some big shots right now.
Man, hard body shots.
You know, take your bodies off your hands.
Oof, right straight to that leg hook takedown. He got it, but he ended up in a bad situation. Full mounted with Markus Hall on top right now.
Yeah, luckily, there's only 3 minutes left for him, though.
Jonathan Griffin rolling to his belly. Markus Hall staying, taking the back.
Now he's flattened
Got him
out.
flattened out. It's the beginning of the end right now for Jonathan Griffin. Unless he does something like that.
Start moving real quick.
Referee's looking real close.
Yeah, referee should be giving him some
Oh, he's going in for the choke. Rear naked choke. He's got it in deep, it looks like. And there's the tap. Big win by Markus Hall.
Yeah, Hall really dug deep, man.
No kidding.
He dug deep.
Awesome fight. That first round was amazing.
Phenomenal.
Second round was amazing. Some of the action, you see the replay. Some of the knees.
The clashing of the head there, too, huh?
That might have had something to do with that cut.
Yeah.
Wow, what an exciting first pro fight here. Colosseum Combat 52. Brought to you by Gravity Trampoline Park. Go check that place out, man. You jump on a trampoline, Mike?
Man,
You ever been to one of those
Are
parks?
you kidding me? Who doesn't jump on a trampoline?
It's, yeah. Have you ever been to one of the trampoline
I
parks
take my
like
daughter.
that?
I got a 12-year-old daughter.
But do
and-
you jump?
Dude, I'm a dad of a 12-year-old. If you
You
don't
jump.
think you're absolutely right, I'm jumping.
My man.
Absolutely. And when I'm in the car with her, I'm singing to her.
That's right. That's
with
a good
her
dad.
friends in there, 100%, man.
Again, we talked about the love that people in the fight world have, and that just, that.
Well, and the respect too.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
they kind of transfers, from team to team. It's
Exactly.
phenomenal. I mean, you're looking at a guy with the 10th planet, coming to the 10th planet, and you immediately I want to ask him if he's a flat earther.
No kidding.
Yeah.
You have to ask. That's like a prerequisite to the
100%.
rest
Dude,
of the
I'm a
conversation.
huge fan of Eddie Bravo.
I love Eddie.
Yeah.
Some of his stuff.
Not a conspiracy guy, but I love me some Eddie Bravo.
Sometimes he makes you ask a question a little bit, though. He's like,
Yeah, why not? Absolutely. Yeah, he's one of my favorite guests on Joe Rogan.
Yep.
Yeah, on his podcast.
but you can't deny his jiu-jitsu. I'll tell you that.
Genius.
And
And you know what?
the
That
lineage.
strange outlook on life is the same thing that got him to where he's at.
Exactly. Exactly. Big win here tonight. Markus Hall finishes Jonathan Griffin. What was an
that
exciting
Jonathan
match.
Griffin, in all honesty, I think that's a guy that kind of needs to watch a little tape on himself.
Right.
Not his opponent.
Right.
On himself. I mean, if he takes his arms off of his body, close the distance, even if you lose power, at least you're landing.
Close up some of those gaps.
Yeah, close up some of the gaps, or at least you keep the guy at bay. How about instead of closing his...
Your winner
Here we
by
go,
tap
Brady
out
Davis.
due to rear naked
L.
choke,
Davis.
Carlos Markus Hall.
I mean, not so much close the distance, but keep the opponent at bay.
Right.
You got that long
Right.
reach, you got to use it.
Yep. Definitely control the distance.
100%. 100%. Make them pay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have here our post-fight interviewer, Chris Lights Out Lytle. For a few
Chris
questions with
Lights
our
Out
winner.
Lytle with the post-fight interview.
Look at that.
You
Look
see
at
the
that.
love. That's what we talk about right there. That's the love of the sport.
And you know what? You got families.
Congratulations on a fantastic fight there. Were you surprised that he was able to take those shots?
I was definitely surprised. Chris, I ain't gonna lie, I looked up, I said, because that was some good ones, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, are you still standing? This is crazy, because last time I fought, I didn't get to go into the second round, so I was like, 5 minutes, but I had been doing a lot of cardio and stuff. So. And I just want to tell the people in the crowd, man, I'm sorry I grabbed the cage, all that stuff like that, but at the end of the day, that's my friend at the end of the day. So it was already hard to fight him. So just, you know what I'm saying, yeah, I know everybody been drinking and stuff like that, but, this You know what I'm saying? Calm down, man.
Congratulations. Great fight. Who would you like to fight next? Anybody in particular?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know who fight on this. The main people I know that do fight, they probably drift off to another, and I still got some catching up to do, all this breaking and coming back and breaking and coming back. I took a break for a whole nother year, as you can see. And I got in better fighting shape. Like, it was a great diet I did, but I gotta go home and keep on working so I can go. I was feeling like I was about to die the first round. I was like, yeah, I ain't about to call nobody out. I'm gonna go in here and fight whoever they give me. I'm gonna take it and get ready. So whoever y'all give me, you know what I'm saying, I'll be ready to fight. I just want to thank y'all for letting me fight for y'all show. Happy birthday, Mark Slater. I know me, we don't talk that much. So I appreciate y'all, man.
Congratulations on a great fight. Can't wait to see you fight again. Thank you.